Hi, my name is Sabir. Welcome to No Aim, No Gain. Today we're going to be talking about a very important topic, virtual assistants. Now, when does virtual assistants come in handy? Well, if you're a small business that's starting up, you're going to need a lot of help getting through the daily tasks for you as a manager that you won't be able to do on your own. So you're going to need a customer service advisor. If you are running an e-commerce business such as a dropshipping business or you're holding physical stock, you're going to need somebody to do all the order fulfillment. If you are running a social media marketing company where you are running social campaigns for on behalf of other businesses, then again you're going to be needing virtual assistants from VAs. Now, where can you find VAs from? Well, there are loads of different sites that you can look for to find a VA. I will go through that in a moment, but I just want to go through the benefits of hiring a VA. Well, firstly, it cuts a lot of time. I mean, if for instance you had 100 customer emails and you needed to fulfill orders, I guarantee you it will take at least half the day. You'd be going through the orders, and when you've finished, all of a sudden you've asked, where's the time gone? So that's one way in which a VA can help you out. Another way is, rather than working inside the business, you can because you've freed up a lot of your time, you can now start working on the business. So you can look at maybe creating goals, targets, and a vision for where you want to take the company 6 months from now, 2 years from now, 5 years, 10 years. We will be talking about that in future courses and videos, so stay tuned for that. I recommend you subscribe to our channel for further information in regards to that. Now, going back to where you would find these VAs, there's 3 main platforms I have used. They have their benefits and their setbacks. The first one is onlinejobs.ph. Now, with onlinejobs.ph, it's absolutely free to view which virtual assistants they are. Online.ph is a online marketplace where mainly Filipinos can register themselves on there, so they make themselves available for potential employers to recruit them from that platform. Now, you have 2 different packages. You have the free one, and then you have the paid version, which is, I believe, is about $69 per month. I'm not sure whether it's actually changed, but that's how much it was when I was first using it. I haven't used that, but I will go through like the benefits of onlinejobs.ph. The free version is fantastic. You can scroll through the virtual assistants. There are VAs of all diverse skills and qualifications. So if you're looking for instance, a video editor, someone to do your social media marketing, somebody to create a website, a designer, there's all sorts of different aspects that you can use a VA for, depending on the type of business that you have. Now, the problem with the free version is you won't be able to contact the VA directly. And another thing with onlinejobs.ph, it is basically just you and the VA. So if there's any problems with the VA, it's unlikely that onlinejobs.ph will step in. Like, for instance, eBay has a buyer protection plan where if the buyer doesn't receive the items, then they can file a complaint with eBay, something similar to that we don't have with onlinejobs.ph. So if the VA didn't perform to standards, then you can't go back to onlinejobs.ph. It's just between you and the VA. So what you need to look out for when you're hiring a VA is you need to look at their credentials and their background, who they worked with previously, their previous employers, what their previous employers have said about them. I will go through this in depth in another video, so I'd recommend you go through, look forward to that by subscribing to our channel. The next platform is freelancer.com. Now, freelancer.com, from my experience, is for people that may be looking for a one-time task. For instance, creating a website. From my experience, it's more towards the developer side. So you'd be finding people such as website designers, developers, app creators. That's from my experience. In regards to freelancer.com, how it differs from onlinejobs.ph is there is actually a paid method, so it's broken down into milestones or based on the hourly rate. However, you decide with the freelancer. It has its benefits and its setbacks. For instance, if the job isn't up to standard, then you can dispute that and you may choose not to release the milestone until the freelancer has performed the task up to satisfactory standard, and then you're happy to release the funds. But until they haven't done the job properly, then the funds can be put on hold. Unfortunately, they do require you to actually a debit will be taken from your account, but it will be held into a holding account until the job has been completed. With online freelancer.com, there are other benefits. So there's disputes that you can raise if the job isn't to satisfactory standard. Sometimes you also get one of the freelancer dedicated assistant that will actually assist you free of charge to help you find the correct freelancer depending on your work. So from my experience, I've mainly used freelancer.com just to find web developers. And then finally, one I'm going to discuss is upwork.com. So with upwork.com, I've found it probably the better of the three, but it is more costly from my experience. And as an employer, they have set a subscription now. So before it was free in regards to monitoring the employees' hours. With upwork.com, because I use my VAs on an hourly basis and it's fixed term contract, it helps with all the payment elements, because I don't have to manually pay my employees. Upwork does all that for you. So the hours that the employees bill it actually gets debited from our business account. Now, another benefit with Upwork is that you can actually see monitor your employee. So for instance, when their computer screen is connected, so you'll be able to see from the back end what exactly the VA has gone up to, the amount of keys. It goes into detail describing how many keystrokes and mouse movements, and also takes screenshots within every 10 minutes, so you know exactly that the VA is actually doing what you instructed them to do. Again, with the only setback is probably the costs elements to it, and also you have to take your own time out to find the correct VA. Now with VAs, they're tremendous and fantastic when you need them, but they can be unreliable sometimes depending on who you go about finding. For instance, I've had experiences where you expected them to get a job done, but unfortunately they didn't get it done, and you try contacting them and they didn't hear from them for quite a while. So how do you go about finding the correct VA? Well, in my other video I'm going to be discussing how you screen a VA. This screening process has worked for me fantastically. I mean, one example is a VA that I've had for over 18 months now through the screening process. So you make sure you find the correct VA. You go through employers, previous employers, what you need to look out for, some telltale signs that maybe this is not the correct VA, what skills attribute you to the job. So I will go through that in much more detail, but yeah, to sum up today, I believe VAs will help your business if you can find the correct VA, which we will discuss. They are very cheap to find. I mean, you can find a VA from as little as $4 per hour, a very good quality VA. I mean, that is very cost effective for your business, especially as you're starting out. I mean, you don't even need to have a VA full time. You can have one for a minute task that is going to take a lot of your time up. Also, what I will be discussing in future videos is systems. So what you need to give the VA to follow, whether that be videos you create by yourself or documentation. So to sum that up, we're also going to have we're also going to be discussing future benefits of why you should have VAs, and we will dive into it much more in detail. So when you are running your business, you'll save up a lot of your time and mainly concentrate on the bigger elements of your business, of how you want to try to scale it, so which we'll also be discussing further. So thank you very much for your time today, and if you did enjoy this video, we'd really appreciate if you could leave a like and a comment in the bottom, and if you haven't done so, I'd appreciate if you can subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notifications so you get updates of new videos.